Welcome to AP Statistics Crash Course. Today, we'll be showing you how to do a chi-square test of independence. So today, we'll be looking at the AP Stats exam from 2004, and we'll be doing question 5. Hello class. So today we'll be looking at this specific question, where a certain hospital decides to take a poll using 1,000 volunteers and having their opinion on whether they are satisfied or not satisfied with the services provided by this hospital. So we have male and females, and this is what we have. We have 384 males that are satisfied with the 80 that aren't satisfied, 416 that are satisfied for females, and 120 who are not satisfied. So we have all this data. There's a total of 800 who are satisfied, 200 who aren't satisfied, total of 536 females, and 464 males. So this question is asking us to see if there's actually an association between gender and if they're actually satisfied with the services. So since we're doing a stats test, we have to have the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Okay. So for every chi-square test in stat, we have these 3 conditions. And of course, the first one is an SRS. And in this problem, the SRS, which is simple random sample, was stated. So number 2, observed values are greater than or equal to 1. Right here you see all of them are way past 1. And 3, expected values are all greater than or equal to 5. Expected greater than or equal to 5. So to get that, you would have to take, for example, for male who are not satisfied, the expected value should be, if you take the total for male times the total for satisfied divided by the total of all the sample and everything. So basically, this should be 800 times 464 over 1,000. And that will be the expected value. So we have our expected values, which are definitely greater than 5. So all conditions have been met, and you would state that since the conditions are met, I won't write it, but since the conditions are met, we can now perform a chi-squared test for independence. And you have to state the degrees of freedom. The degrees of freedom is calculated by taking the number of rows minus 1, number of columns minus 1. You multiply both of them. So basically you have 1, 2, minus 1, which is 1, times 1, 2, minus 1, which is 1. So 1 degrees of freedom. So now we move on to the chi-square statistic. Formula for that is the summation of all the observed values minus the expected values squared all over the expected value. So you will plug that into a calculator. So you would have to make a grid just like how you see it on the paper. So you press this button right here, which gets you all these kind of grids you can put. So since we have a 2x2, we'll use this one right here. And this is only used for the observed values. So in this case, males who are satisfied, 384. Not satisfied, 80. Right here, this is the female side. Who are satisfied, 416. Not satisfied, 120. You will press enter, and then control, store, and as O for observed. What the hell is O? So now you press menu to perform the test. Menu, statistics, stat tests, chi-squared two-way test, 8. The observed matrix is O. Press OK. So that's your test. So in here you see that your, where the hell is it? Oh, your chi-squared value is 4.117. board. And since you know all chi-square distributions are always skewed to the right, we always do greater than or equal to. So the probability that the chi-squared statistic is greater than or equal to 4.117 will be our p-value, which is 0.042. You could claim that since our p-value is less than alpha, we reject the null hypothesis. Then you can state that we have sufficient evidence that there is actually an association between gender and whether or not they were satisfied with the services provided by the hospital.